Hi everyone, it's Red Hill Eagle, and this is episode 10 of the TEW2020 series of World of Sport Wrestling. It's time for Unleashed Lockdown in our series. So, Unleashed Lockdown kicks off with a match between John Ryan and Joe Hendry, and it's Joe Hendry that gets the win in 8 minutes 22 by disqualification. 37, so average start to kick us off. It says it's got us off to a strong start, so yep, I'll take that. Just a match here to get Joe Hendry a victory on a big event. Hopefully, get a bit more pop. We've got an awful lot of unimportant wrestlers actually that I'd rather, I'd rather try and rectify that and have a few more people, pushed up the card. And Joe Hendry's one of them. So a victory here on our lockdown special or unleashed special of lockdown. And then we go to Mark Haskins against Jack Jester. And it's Jack Jester getting the win in 8 minutes 4 seconds by pinfall with a running knee. And that's an overall score of 38. And Mark Haskins again is kind of like during the match talking to his friend who no one else can see. I keep repeating that, but he does have an imaginary friend, or is he imaginary? Is he literally talking to an invisible man or woman? I mean, no one knows. No one knows at the moment, but he's obviously talking to someone or something during the match, and but he doesn't get the win here. It's Jack Chester that comes away with the victory. Jackie Polo then interviews Mark Sloan, and it's just a self polo. A self polo? No, it's not. It's a self promo. For Sloan, it was just to get him on the card, get an interview segment on there. I tried to have an interview every show. 28, a little bit disappointing, but it was just a case of getting this segment on the show, getting Mark Sloan on the show really, with an interview, a self promotion. Andy Simmons then takes on John Hennigan, and it's Hennigan getting the win in 10 minutes 50 by pinfall, but he was helped somewhat by Colossus. And as we know, Colossus kind of made his debut in World of Sport by destroying the set of the pub garden hosted by T-Bone. Andy Simmons was part of that segment when it was attacked, and he obviously denounced Colossus for that. And ever since, they've kind of had some sort of rivalry. I think Colossus is probably taking it a bit more. I don't want to say seriously, but he's taken Simmons' words to heart, and he has some beef with Simmons now. But this particular match, getting a 54, very pleased with that one. I think whatever John Hennigan's involved with, we're going to get a good score. Hopefully, although getting the loss, hopefully Simmons will get some sort of rub from that. And post-match, Colossus continues to beat down Simmons. This is just a beat-down segment after the match, and it's a 29 rating. Super Z then takes on Rampage Brown, and it's Super Z getting the victory in 13 minutes 43 by submission with a senior stretch and 56. Another really, really great score. Super Z certainly putting on some good matches. Rampage Brown isn't too shabby either, although if you look at the scores here, it was pretty obvious that Super Z's put on the majority of the work here. So, yeah, great match. Super Z, someone who we're looking to push. He's obviously got some talent. Greg Barrage then takes on Nick Aldis, and it's Nick Aldis getting the win in 8 minutes 21 by pinfall. And during the match, Barry Griffiths did distract Greg Barrage. There's no kind of rivalry here, but Griffiths is Nick Aldis' bodyguard, and he obviously does what he can to help Nick Aldis in his matches, as Nick Aldis has helped Griffiths along in his so far as well, although that is mainly so he can avoid taking on Yeston Reese. But yep, a victory here for Nick Aldis. 51 rating, looking at a decent score so far for this show. And post-match, Aldis and Griffiths beat down Barrage. But James Mason comes in and makes the save, much to obviously Aldis and Griffiths' annoyance. They just evacuate the ring, and obviously don't want to get involved now that Mason's there. The numbers have been evened up, and being the cowardly heels that they are, just decide to forget about it and walk out of the arena. 37 average score for this segment. Yeston Reese then has a pre-match promo on Johnny Moss, and he also has something to say to this mystery man that appears to keep attacking. Well, it doesn't appear to. He does keep attacking Yeston Reese and interfering in his affairs. And Yeston Reese just says, "I don't know who you are. I don't care who you are. Just either pack it in or have the guts to tell me who you are, and we'll face one on one. Mano a mano. You know what have you got to hide? You're obviously a coward. Whatever it is, just leave it out." But he's also, as I say, he's trying to hype this match that he's got coming up with Moss as well. 26 for this particular segment. The match fares much better, and it says decent wrestling, but it didn't have much heat. Yeston Reese gets the win in 10 minutes 7 by pinfall with a powerbomb. So 49 there. Yep, great score. Really pleased with that. Cyanide then takes on Sam Bailey, and it's Cyanide getting the victory in a complete squash in 3 minutes 37 by pinfall with a Cyanide splash. So not a great rating, 28. Sam Bailey we are using as a jobber. Cyanide I'm trying to get over as a monster. So yeah, very short match, complete squash. But hopefully the victory on the event will get Cyanide some pop increases there. Boris Fedorov is then with his manager or associate Katie Lees, who gives an interview, a promo really, to hype the upcoming title match against Doug Williams. So far, Katie Lees has done nothing but interfere in matches between the two for the title, meaning that Fedorov has always walked away with the belt. So this cage match has been declared, so no one can come in, no one can escape. It's just Williams and Fedorov for the World of Sport Wrestling World Championship. 37 for this overall rating. And the match itself, we've got a new champion. Doug Williams defeats Boris Fedorov in a cage match in 14 minutes 20 seconds by pinfall with a Chaos Theory. And 56, excellent score. That might just be our best match. If we have had a better one, it's probably only just. Which probably featured either Zack Sabre when he was around and John Hennigan. But 56 is certainly going to be up there. So we've got a new champion. Doug Williams is our new World of Sport World Champion. And post-match, he poses with the belt. He celebrates for the crowd. And that gets us a 42 to finish us up. And overall score for this show, 51. Yeah, I'm very pleased with that. So got a few things happening there. We've Doug Williams as our new champion. Yeston Reese getting some momentum. Cyanide getting a victory. Super Z. Jack Jester beating Mark Haskins, and Mark Haskins still carrying on with his imaginary friend. And I've had a few beatdowns. So yeah, a few things cooking. I've got a couple of little ideas for stories that I'm going to start. One of them you might find different. It may have been done before. I don't think it has. Certainly not the way I'm doing it anyway, but we'll see. It's a story I have started. I am a few episodes ahead. But yeah, if you've liked this one, please give a like and subscribe. And don't forget to leave me any comments. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. And I'll see you next time for the next episode of Unleashed. See you soon. Goodbye.